What's Grace Church done for me? I've been with you a short season. It's getting close to 2 years. The main thing I have to point out is if you've been around the country like me, a construction brat, going to churches when people invite you because you can't have a home church. What does a home church do for me? Number one, made me accountable. Boy, I tell you what, the flesh is still screaming to be accountable, to be under authority is one of the most blessed things that can happen to any of you that are following God. We need leaders. We need brothers and sisters. The world has isolated each and every one of you at certain times in your life to try to pick you off. But here, when I first met Peggy and Nelta and so forth, they didn't know what to do with me. I'm not so sure Mickey and Dave really know what to do with me yet either. But the great thing in these last year and a half, almost 2 years that I've been with you, is I got a pastor that not only comes to my Bible studies, comes to my chapel services, and even walks the street with me. I haven't had that since I was in school 30 years ago. Accountability, responsibility, to walk under that authority, and to be loved by the congregation. Most of you, we really haven't met. We haven't had a lot of time. But for what this has to offer you, the new move, the small groups, and everything else, is to make you family. Don't get robbed. Don't think that, I can't do that. Make yourself vulnerable. In that vulnerability, you will lose yourself. If it ain't comfortable, ask me. But the accountability factor of one to another. So when I look at you, it moves my heart. And this is for you, Paul. This morning when we were up here praying, I caught Boaz run over there and jump in his father's arms. I'm going to cry. In your honesty, sitting up here this morning, you didn't feel like worshiping, you were dragging, you were having a hard time. But let me tell you, I was jealous when I seen that little man jump in your arms. But let me tell you, as soon as the 7 of you got up here and started playing music, even if your heart wasn't in it, you understand that the Lord inhabits the music and the song of his saints. I felt his arms around me like your little boy put his arms around you, by each and every one of you that's faithful enough to get up here, play those instruments, if you feel like it or not. I felt God's arms around me from your commitment.